Tokyo. Say they know me though, cause I be putting in work. Commit my life to rebirth. Well respected, cause that's my word. And I'm sure you heard about a new sound gone round. She might have left my hood, but she was born in my town. You didn't know how we was new on the scene. It's alright, it's alright. I know you know, I see you smiling at me. It's alright, it's alright. Here comes the ready or not. Here comes the boys for the sound. Here comes the ready or not. How you like me now? I say we rep the South. So what you talking about?
As you can probably tell from the intro, I was psyched for Bad Company 2. The first Bad Company to me was a classic, and is undeniably one of the best multiplayer experiences that I've came across. Sure, some will disagree with me, heck. I even know some who hated the first Bad Company. But I thoroughly enjoyed Bad Company's online more than most games out on the market, which lately seems like a rarity. I must also add that I rarely ever pre-order games. Waiting to buy a game right after it's just been released seems a little pretentious. I mean, some games I've pre-ordered in the past have actually disappointed me, especially for full retail price. Even with the stupid pre-order bonuses, it just didn't seem worth it, and I've actually returned some. Bad Company 2 was an exception. I knew from the beta and the demo alone that we were all in for another treat from the classic Battlefield franchise, and the DICE and EA collaboration were about to launch another classic in the making. I even believe this game could quite possibly put Modern Warfare 2 in its place. So what can we expect from this eventful game? Well, the time is here, folks. Let's get this show on the road. In spite of the first Bad Company's lighter, comedic, yet realistic approach, Bad Company 2 goes for an even darker and more realistic approach, giving us a grittier yet more satisfying game than before. I'll be willing to go out on a limb and say that I might be one of the very few people on planet Earth who preferred the first Bad Company over the first Modern Warfare. Yeah, as far as the actual, say, typical first-person shooter goes, Modern Warfare went above and beyond, but I still found Bad Company to be an overall more enjoyable gaming experience. Don't get me wrong, I'm unbiased. I love a large sum of first-person shooters out there. Bad Company just felt funner. Back to my view on Bad Company 2. Let's talk with the characters in this game. I personally enjoyed all the characters in the Bad Company initiative. Preston, Haggard, Sweetwater, and Redford all return as the classic Bad Company from the original. Yeah, some may say these characters can come off a bit cliche, with Haggard being sort of an explosives nut or a pyromaniac, and Sweetwater being the common smart soldier, while Redford as the serious leader. These characters may have their faults, but I actually enjoyed them all while playing Bad Company 2, despite the stupid things Haggard does say. The story follows a mystery that was deemed secret and forgotten since World War II. The game starts off with what I'm guessing is the original Bad Company from the 1940s era. The game does provide a very cinematic and climactic start and immerses you right away. Now, I haven't beaten the game, so I'm not totally sure if the story is going to evolve in this manner of discovering the secret mystery. But so far, the single player is very impressive and it's fun for those times your online is down. The only real thing that was a little disappointing was that there isn't really any new weapons from the first Bad Company. That's not a bad thing. The first Bad Company provided a far amount of variety. It all carries over in Bad Company 2. It does, however, make up for this with a decent amount of new vehicles. Ever wanted to pilot a Black Hawk chopper with your squad members gunning two-side miniguns? Okay, a little exaggerated, but seriously, who doesn't like a good minigun? It's also a game that takes you around the world. From the Arctic tundras to the beautiful jungles, it's complimentary in its scenic views, much like Uncharted. Now that we're on that topic, I must say the graphics are very, very nice, looking more polished than they did in the original. It will definitely push your console's potential, and are very pretty to look at. Overall, the single player is a vast improvement from the first Bad Company. I liked the first Bad Company single player, but it was sort of inferior when compared to the multiplayer. With Bad Company 2, I'd say both the single player and the multiplayer make this game worthwhile. Speaking of multiplayer, game has some of the funnest multiplayer you'll be playing this year. I'm going to start off with the pros of it. It's addictive, fast-paced, strategic, intense at times, and most important of all, fun. Very fun. As far as in-game improvements, there are a good amount. For instance, the ability to automatically heal, an improvement from the limited health bar you had from the first game, ways to improve your character's ability and strengths by giving them these perks like being able to fire a turret of your own while driving a tank, and many others, the ability to revive your teammates when down, and one thing I forgot to mention earlier, BAM! Destruction 2.0. If you thought the destruction from Red Faction Guerrilla was impressive, you won't be disappointed here. Ever wanted to get a kill by trapping a noob in a building, then make it topple over him? I sure have. Kinda sick, but still. At last, but not least, the new squad deathmatch, which is surprisingly fun while at the same time difficult. Mostly because you have a team of only 4 people against all the other 20 players. Yeah, it's a challenge, but it's fine. Now for the cons. Where's that? In all seriousness, if there's one thing I didn't like about it, it's sort of the interface for when you select your weapons. I kinda liked it better than the first games online, but whatever, everything else is great. Astonishing, even. Overall, this game is worth a definite buy. It's immersive, beautiful, and fun. What more could you ask for from a game of this magnitude? If you like the first Bad Company, get this game. If you like the quality first-person shooters, get this game. If you like to get killed by noobs, get this game. No. I love it all, and I'm glad I got into the first Bad Company, seeing how it spawned off an exceptional sequel. But don't fret, even if you didn't play the first Bad Company, this game can still be amazing. There's no real continuity in the storyline, so you won't have to worry about the plot holes or confusing cutscenes and missions. This game can be played by anyone into first-person shooters. A definite recommendation. Get this game. And if not, rent it. You'll be pleasantly surprised. I know I sure was. For my overall review, I give Battlefield Bad Company 2 a 9 out of 10.
And that's why they call me Bad Company. I won't deny. Bad Company.
Oh my god, that was the funniest kill I made all week.